This is Marti Gould Cummings reporting for Broadway Speaks Out at the world-famous Sardi's restaurant. We are sitting with Tony Nominee Jeff Blumenkrantz. Good afternoon, Jeff.
Hi, Martin. How are you doing?
Oh, terrific being here at Sardi's with you.
Thanks.
Now, I want to start off by talking to you about how you started as a performer. You started with Into the Woods.
That was my first Broadway show. That's correct. Yeah, I was an understudy when the show opened.
You've gone on to do several other Broadway musicals, but then you wrote the show Urban Cowboy and was Tony nominated for that.
Yes. Well, let me specify. I, along with several other people, contributed songs to what was the original score part of that score. Not quite half of the score was pre-existing country songs, and a little more than half of the score was original material, some of which I wrote, some of which Jason Robert Brown wrote, and then there were a few other writers involved as well.
As somebody who is so prominent in the Broadway community, who was somebody that you looked up to growing up? Like, was there somebody that you could look up to and say, gosh, I want to be like them, or I want to have a career like this person?
Well, from a writing standpoint, it was, really time. I mean, the body of work is so incredible. And from a performing standpoint, well, I have to say, when I was a kid, like when I was 15, for me, it was all about March of the Falsettos. I was just like, maybe because of the gay content too, and I was like so, private about those feelings, but I was obsessed with March of the Falsettos. But it's funny, I wasn't really idolizing people as much as the genre. It was the genre. I was so attracted to, like, telling story through song and expressing myself through song. It's always been just like a deep passion for me.
Did you find your transition as a Broadway performer to a Broadway composer and lyricist? Did you find that in the industry to be difficult?
It was weird how it happened for me, because when I came to New York, it was 1986. I was in Into the Woods within a year, and I was also in the BMI workshop at the same time. I started then. So I was always writing, but it was very much a secondary interest for me. I was very, I was like, must perform. And so just as my interest in performing was waning, that was when Audra recorded I Won't Mind. And so I got a little recognition for that, and I thought, I should ride this wave, because I could see that where I wanted to go was writing. And so Audra's,
Brilliant.
well, yeah, she's brilliant, but her, her level in the industry, I feel like I got to ride the coattail a little bit, and so I got instant credibility. And she was very generous in that when she would sing the song in concerts, she would talk about me. So I kind of got overnight. The transition happened for me quickly through her, and then I continued it with my podcast and publishing my songbook, and so it's been a really amazing transition, and it felt kind of graceful in a way, and not like I had to ram my music down people's throats. It just, people just sort of accepted me as a writer, and I have felt welcomed as a composer by the community. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeff.